Good afternoon. It is Amy Jackson, the president of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce here on Catoosa Connects. And I have our chamber board chair with me today, Ian O'Shea of Real Agents Realty.
Hello.
Thank you for being here, Ian. I appreciate it.
This is great. I've been looking forward to this.
So we've been doing this show since November, and Ian, has promised that he would come on as the board chair. And Thursday is a big day at the chamber, I'll be honest. And we had the same for you a year ago when we swore in.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2021. It's hard to believe 2021 is come and gone. I'll just be honest with you.
This has really been a fast year.
It's a fast year in a lot of ways.
Long days.
There you go.
But a really fast year.
I agree with that totally. So we have our chamber annual meeting this Thursday. It's at the Colonnade at 10:30. If that's something you're interested in attending, I do have to have a reservation by today, so you have to call the chamber 706-965-5201 and make the reservation. The cost is $17. It'll be a great brunch. I always tell people there'll be lots of bacon.
Who's doing the?
It's catering by Alan, one of our chamber members, so a caterer, and he does a great job. And so it's a kind of a time of celebration and kicking off the new year. But we also install our new chamber board of directors, which Ian will stay on with us one more year at least. You have to take a year off after that, but you'll be the past chair coming up. But
immediate past chair.
There you go. But I just want to say right here's the gavel that he'll be passing on Thursday. And publicly, Ian, I would just like to say thank you. It's been a great year in a hard time. And like you said, the days have been long, but it's passed by quickly. And I've enjoyed working with you. I think we've done a lot of good things this year, the chamber as a whole. And I think you at the helm has been great. So I just want to say thank you.
Well, you definitely make it easy. The chair of the board does a lot, but could not do anything without the president of the board for sure. And you've been an excellent president. Look forward to a recap of everything. There has been really so much. I think I said to you just a couple of weeks ago, what have we done? And I'm looking forward to going through all of that. That's something to look forward to on Thursday. We'll summarize some of the highlights. We've had a lot of new things that went over really well this past year.
It's kind of scary, and quite frankly, in the last 2 years almost, to add new programs, because most people are kind of holding back things. They're taking away programs. And you can be proud of your chamber, Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce. We've added programs in the last 2 years. So we've added a new leads group. So that's a group of individual business members that get together once a week on a scheduled basis. We have one in each group. You're in the Thursday morning leads.
The Loop group.
The Loop group. That's probably one of the oldest groups, isn't it? Is maybe the second oldest?
Yeah, we're not all gray.
I don't mean old as in y'all.
You mean as far as how long the group's been around?
Yes.
Yeah. The group's been around a long while, but I think the name actually came about in 2011 or 2012. Okay. And we were just looking to find a name that set us apart. Loop stands for learning opportunities that others provide.
I love that.
And and it really exemplifies what all of the leads groups do. Mm-hmm. They learn about what every other member that's a part of that group. And we just felt like that was appropriate.
I love it. Yeah,
and it's kind of catchy.
It's catchy. It's easy to remember. And they meet on Wednesday mornings at 8:30 at the Colonnade at the chamber. But each group we had 4, and then we added a 5th one. And so again, that was such an important thing. We felt like when everything was kind of shutting down, we met on Zoom for a little while. We all learned about Zoom, the ins and outs of that, and what we liked and what we didn't like, right? And then we've had some hybrid. Even your group is one of the few that still does a hybrid. I'm sorry, you meet Thursday morning. I said the wrong thing. Thursday morning. The Wednesday morning still does a hybrid with the Zoom technology because they're right there at the chamber and we can do that. But it's been really interesting to add. So our newest group is on Tuesday morning at 8:30, and we meet at Rockbridge Community Church. So those groups have been vital to the chamber and to the small businesses and the nonprofits to be able to support, because that's a really big thing too with these groups. Usually each group has 2 nonprofit businesses in there, and y'all take Lyft. They're not even in your group, and you're a part of Lyft, and you just take them and champion what they do for our community.
Well, we have Lionheart's Fitness. And what Shell does. Shell would be great on the show.
And we'll have her soon, yes, absolutely.
All of the nonprofits that we have, the FCA, and there's several others, the YMCA, as well. But, I was thinking, the leads groups themselves, we have 5 now?
We have 5.
We have 5. That's really a great introductory to what chamber membership and involvement is all about. You learn about the other members faster through those programs and get to share what, your business is about. If you're new in chamber,
and you kind of take
it's the first place to go.
You take turns where you actually do a presentation to the group.
Yeah.
And then, but each time you get to say, talk about what's a good lead for you.
Sure.
If you're looking for you, you're a realtor, so you're looking for houses to sell and clients to represent and things like that. So. And
if you run out of, things to say that way, you talk about, something incredible that happened in the last week. There's always everybody's business, no matter what it is that you do.
Right.
You have an incredible story from last week, probably.
Yep.
That would be fresh to bring. So you don't sound like a broken record. It's always fresh.
Right.
And I love our group.
Yeah.
I should visit all of them just to kind of say thanks, for the memories and all of that, and just kind of see what they do differently as well.
Another program that the Chamber added in 2021 was our Run White and Blue 5K and 1 mile fun run.
Yeah.
So we have 3 fundraisers normally, which is our gala that's coming up on March 12th. We had our expo this year in December. It'll go back, actually it'll be in November next year. We just set the date on that. So it'll be a little bit earlier to give people more time to, if we can have shopping things and everything going on.
Right.
And then we've added in, it'll be the same weekend. It'll actually be July 2nd in 2022. This will be our 2nd annual Catoosa County Run White and Blue 5K and 1 mile fun run. It was just a great time. I'm like, who wants to come run in July? But we do, and we do it early. We're finished by 9 o'clock, so before the heat of the time. We had 187 people participate in our very first one.
And that was a record. Oh, it was the first one.
It was the
All right, we set the bar pretty high.
Yeah. So I tell you though,
the thing that really impressed me though is that when we Stephen Henry, chairman of the county commission, when he brought fireworks back to Catoosa County and made that a big thing, and then the chamber jumped in and said, we want to do some things along with that. And then the Run White and Blue, it was from daybreak until way past dark, something to do at the Colonnade and on July the 4th. It was amazing. It really was. There was even a car show.
Yes. That's right. If you haven't seen the fireworks, so last year was the 2nd annual fireworks show, 1st annual Run White and Blue. So they're planning on doing those again. Again, it'll be July 2nd at the Colonnade area. The interesting thing of this year will be, they've broken the ground now for the College and Career Academy.
Yeah.
And so the layout will be a little bit different this year, but they'll have a great plan, no doubt. And so it's just a great day. And I'll be honest with you, the committee this year, the goal is to make that a more regional, maybe statewide event, so that it's a tourism destination. We want people to come. Pretty much the first 2 years were for Catoosa County. We wanted our citizens to enjoy it, but now we want people outside of our county to know about it, especially the run, and come and maybe stay in our hotel and buy some lunch and dinner, and stay around and do some shopping in Ringgold and Fort Oglethorpe. So that's our goal this year, is to make it for an economic development event, to bring more tax dollars and tourism to our community. So
is the race accredited? We're
working on it.
That's going to be a big thing, because I know we had some people come from out of town for the race.
Right.
But getting credit,
So last year we had it timed. So it was officially a timed race, and that's a big deal. So we had it timed last year.
But the measurement wasn't exact, or
so we had a little bit, first year blues, but we learned. But
we do have a world champion, a state champion at least, that is one of the runners.
Oh yeah.
And is he getting involved?
Ryan Strum is.
Yeah, we're talking about Ryan Strum.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a part of the planning process. He ran in it last year, but he's going to be part of the planning.
What's the name of his company?
Business Water Solutions, BWS.
I knew you'd know.
So, of course I do. But yeah, so if you have as far as what he does, Ryan, if you have like the water jugs, the big. It replaces those where it's just actually plumbed in, and you don't have to deal with the jugs. And it's a great, cost-effective way to provide water. It's filtered water,
and to keep people from work from getting hurt.
That's it. No back problems there. So another member that participates in a lot of our different things, especially like the golf tournament and the gala, is Mike Key Entertainment and Photography.
Sure.
See, he's actually our member of the week this week.
I saw that.
So we're real excited. Mike is on the Chamber Board of Directors. He'll actually be chair next year. After Will. Yeah. So Will Stiles will be sworn in as board chairman this Thursday. Ian will be passing the gavel. And then, Mike will be chair-elect at that point in time.
Sorry about
Especially
that,
in the control booth. But Mike Key Entertainment and Photography, you know, I'll be honest, Mike was when COVID hit and all the events canceled, a lot of his business kind of went away, and it's starting to build back. He's been around for many, many years and been really active, not only in Catoosa County, but in Hamilton County and Dalton and Bradley County for events. But he is actually our DJ at our upcoming gala.
Yep.
And so we'll have the dance floor going again and the music. And I don't know if I agree that, you know, the DJ is really the heart and soul of it. Whether it's a wedding or an event, it keeps the party going. It keeps people, you know, excited and interested and just makes it fun. So Mike does a great job with that, and obviously provides photography services as well. You can kind of do either or with him, just depending on what your needs are. So our member of the week is Mike Key Entertainment and Photography, and you can find information at notesandlights.com is his website, or 423-313-1878 is his phone number. Again, Mike Key Entertainment and Photography is our member of the week. So Ian, tell us a little bit about your business. I know in 2021, that was a big year for you. Kind of stepped out on a new venture.
It was.
Not new to real estate, just new venture.
I'll never forget the meeting that I called with you back last December, and it was still kind of under wraps.
Yep.
I've been a real estate agent since 1989.
Okay.
And 2020 was probably the weirdest year ever for anybody in business, just having to relearn everything. Sure. And the economy was looking very strange, and a lot of indicators were saying, you know, it could be tough, even tougher in 2021. So, you know, so what do? I open up my own place. You know, face value on paper, it looked a whole lot better than what some might think, you know, but I just wanted to concentrate on what I know how to do best.
Yeah.
What I feel like that is helping people with every part of the transaction when they're buying and selling real estate. And sure. I just wanted to concentrate on that one-on-one more than managing an office of 2 dozen people. I do. I really do. I think that's what it's all about, you know, is the relationships with the people. It's not a matter of numbers. It's a matter of how many people can you help. And I just wasn't able to do that managing 24 other people. Sure. So I wanted to open up my own place and handpick who I surrounded myself with, and it's been fantastic.
That's awesome.
And
so no regrets.
Zero regrets. Yeah. Absolutely zero regrets. I've got nothing but a lot of people to thank. It's been fantastic.
Well, you have seemed to enjoy it, I will just say. Not that you didn't enjoy it before, but I can, you know, you probably worked harder than you've ever worked, but it seems that you really have enjoyed the business this past year.
You know, I ask anybody that knows me well, and they will tell you that I have said a number of times that it's not work if you love it. Yeah. And, you know, so no matter how hard you work, if you love it, you're still having fun.
That's right.
And, you know, and it really was fun. It was a lot of long hours. It was going in earlier and staying later. And
having the chamber call you all the time. But other than that.
That was the extra, you know, element that made it super interesting and busy. But, you know, I get pulled from a lot of different directions, you know, all the time. And I mean, I just have nothing but gratitude, you know, and appreciation for all the support that I've had.
So tell everybody the name of your company and how they can get in touch with you if they have a need.
Try to make it easy getting in touch with me. I'm pretty easy to find if you Google Ian O'Shea or look up Real, R-E-A-L. That's a great place to start. The phone number is actually the name, 706-REAL. 706-965-REAL. I got the area code 965-REAL, and we're located in downtown Ringgold in the historic district. Very fortunate to have a cool office down there, And
Next to one of your favorite coffee shops, Caffeine Addicts.
love having Caffeine Addicts, just down the way. Darren is there, and oh gosh, help me out. Denny Thomas. That's no longer Thomas.
Right.
She
Cape
just
Heart,
got married.
Cape Heart.
Yeah. I'll hit them up on Facebook, and they'll have what I want for lunch waiting on me.
Gotta love that.
And then I brag on them on Facebook because it's second to none. It's absolutely fantastic. Closed on Mondays, or I would have had it today.
Well, they got to have a weekend sometime, right?
On a Monday. Okay.
Service industry.
Barbers
so
are closed on Mondays too. So
another restaurant in Ringgold too. I don't know how many times you've been, but I admit I've been a few times. Jefferson's. Have you been to Jefferson's?
Been to Jefferson's shortly after they opened up. They're right in my backyard, right outside my back door at my office, and you'd think that I would go more often than I do, but it's so packed.
It's busy.
It's starting to slow down a little bit. So maybe I'll get over there more often.
Well, they're actually our restaurant of the month. So
love that.
They're a new chamber member.
Yeah.
So they kicked off. They opened up in the August September timeframe, and they were just so busy. We helped support them as much as we could, and they had a little bit of ownership change, and but they've done a great job. I think they've got a great restaurant manager that's there all the time, Tommy, and. Anyway, we're just looking really forward to working with Jefferson's in Ringgold. If you haven't tried them, they're on Tennessee Street, kind of right by City Hall, if you know that area. And their hours are 11. They're open on Mondays. You can go to Jefferson's.
Note to self.
There you go.
Right.
11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays, and noon to 9 on Sundays. So they're located at 86 Tennessee Street in Ringgold. You can call for to-go orders, 706-937-4400. And they also do have a bar there. So if that's something that you are interested in partaking, they can help you out right there. So Jefferson's, give it a try in Ringgold and support our restaurant of the month as well. Tell you what, let's take a little break and we'll come back with some more information about Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-478-7907. That's 1-800-478-7907.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Frustrated with heavy rubber hoses that always get tangled and easily kink? Introducing the Bionic Flex Pro hose, the super strong, super tough hose that's ultra light as well. Run over an ordinary hose and it'll easily burst, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose stays intact no matter what runs over it, because its reinforced drag-resistant commercial-grade outer polyester weave makes it tougher and stronger than ever. And its solid brass fittings are crush-proof too. Ordinary hoses kink easily and stop working, but the Bionic Flex Pro hose never kinks. It just keeps flowing strong. And while regular hoses easily get tangled, the Bionic Flex Pro hose is tangle-proof. You can get the 25-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose for just $19.95 with free shipping. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade your order to a 50-foot Bionic Flex Pro hose. Just pay a separate fee, and shipping is still free. Go now.
Call 1-800-340-5128.
No matter what kind of car you drive, we have an insurance policy that's right for you. Need to insure your family minivan? We've got you covered. Need insurance for that new sports car you finally got? We've got you covered. Have an old beater that just won't quit? We've got you covered. Or maybe you hit the lottery and want to insure all your new cars. We've got you covered. Call Auto Insurance for Less to find out how much you can save right now. All it takes is just one call. Answer a few questions, and before you know it, we've got you covered. Call 800-538-2170. That's 800-538-2170. Auto insurance. You want it, you need it, and we've got it. Call Auto Insurance for Less to find out how much you can save today. Better coverage at a better price is just a phone call away. Call 800-538-2170. That's 800-538-2170. 800-538-2170.
Hello, hello.
We're back. This is Ian O'Shea with Real Agents Realty and Amy Jackson, the president of the Catoosa County Chamber of Commerce, and we're glad to be with you on this Monday in January, and it's sunshining outside. Oh my goodness, the weekend was cold and wet, and not my favorite.
If you don't like the weather, just wait a day or two.
You'll get a different scenario for sure. So I wanted to show you one of our partners. First of all, UCTV does a great job and allows us to be here and help us get the word out about our chamber members. Good News Magazine is also a chamber member, and we, the chamber and the Economic Development Authority of Catoosa County, are on the cover of Good News Christian Magazine for Catoosa and Walker counties. You'll see Keith Barclift is on the right. Well, my right, your left, I guess. And then yours truly. You want me to sign your copy? I've got my Sharpie. I mean,
Please.
you're going to put it in your garden. I know.
I need Keith's autograph.
I know
too.
you're going to put it in your garden, but that's okay. But what we really wanted to communicate in this article, and we were thrilled to be offered to be able to do this, is talk about in the last, actually this is our third year with Catoosa County government and partnering with the Economic Development Authority. It's been a great partnership so far, and it will only get better. I feel confident. Keith actually, and now he has a coordinator also, Megan Trusley, and they are in the chamber office. So their offices are located in the chamber office at the Colonnade until the College and Career Academy is built, and then they'll actually be located in the College and Career Academy, which, by the way, they've broken ground. They're out there moving dirt in the College and Career Academy, so that's really exciting. But we just work so well together so that the chamber and the EDA, we're trying to do the best we can for businesses in Catoosa County, whether it's established businesses or new businesses to our community. And so this article, if you, I know they give this away at most churches have this, and also at Farm to Fork I've seen it at, and maybe Park Place has it at the register. But take a look and give that a read about what that's all about. If you want more information about how, so each year Catoosa County government has given the chamber some money, and we've been able to do some things. So if you've noticed on the interstate, we don't have them up right now, but they'll hopefully be coming back up. But last year we had billboards for about 8 months to welcome people in. I always felt like when people were coming and going on I-75 into and out of Catoosa County, or into it from both angles, in both directions, we didn't say we were welcome. We're glad you're here, kind of thing. And so we were able to put up billboards with some of that money and say connect in Catoosa County, because that's kind of our logo, is Catoosa Connects. And so we want people to know, we want you to stop. We have great things to show you. We have great stores and restaurants and outdoor spaces, and we would love for you to come and connect in Catoosa County. And so we were able to do that with some of that, those funds through that partnership with EDA. And a lot of things that go on also is we're able to support. So when Keith has a site selection committee coming in to take a look, we have a business park now that's what they call pad ready on exit 345 on the south side.
Too.
Yeah, it's really nice. We're ready for somebody to come in and build on that. So we're just trying to, Keith is working to find the right company, because we want somebody that has highly skilled, higher paying jobs for our citizens in Catoosa County so they can stay here and work if they'd like to. But we work with him and with Megan on those visits. We're able to provide some hospitality, make sure they have their lunches to go, because usually most of them are seeing about 10 different things in the same day, and just provide any information and support that we can to those site selector visits. So it's been a great partnership, and we look forward to continuing that and landing one of those big businesses here. We've had several amazing different companies. We haven't been quite the right fit. We just now in December became what they call pad ready, where the site's ready to build on. There were lots of things. I've learned a lot. So you may have a piece of land, you probably know all this, but if you got to check the bats and the flowers and the any endangered species and all that before you can build. And so that's what Keith has done. He's kind of taken all those unknowns out of the situation for the last 3 years to work to get that where a company can come in and all those things have already been taken care of. They know they can build on that site. It's ready to go. So if you happen to be going I-75 south, exit 345, or coming north, look over south, look right, and north, look left, and you'll see a clearing over there, kind of behind the truck stop.
It's grassy now too.
Yeah.
You've got the fescue in right now, and the ryegrass. It really stands out,
Yeah.
and it's got great visibility. There's only about 90,000 cars a day, I think, is the current GDOT count.
Yeah.
That go past that, so
And
it should do well.
Just
I'm sure
to be
we'll have some
located
good-
right there on the interstate is going to be an amazing site for some business.
And right in an intersection too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
beautiful location.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, it's so easy to find something great to say about Catoosa County.
Yeah.
So we do need those billboards because we're definitely connecting all of the dots, and we're the gateway to Georgia.
Yeah.
As soon as you come out of Chattanooga, leave Tennessee.
Stop here.
Yeah.
So check out Good News Christian Magazine when you get a chance. I will talk about real quick our nonprofit of the month. We talked a little bit earlier about, we've got a lot of nonprofits as part of the chamber, and we're very happy for that and to support. Y'all, if you don't know, we have some amazing groups of people that take care of our families and our children, and they provide services in our community that, quite frankly, the government just can't do all that. And so we have really some amazing nonprofits, and we try as the chamber to highlight those and provide support. The Leads groups do a great job in getting behind those. One of the nonprofits, and this one is our nonprofit of the month for January, is North Georgia YMCA. And some people know it as the Y Without Walls. So we don't have an actual YMCA building yet. Hopefully one day. I know you've heard that before, but I'm actually on that board, and so that we're just excited about some of the things coming there. But one of the things that they've kicked off, and they talked about this before, and I've heard about this, it's called the Livestrong Program. And this is for, it says Partners in Healing the Whole Person, Livestrong at the YMCA. I think they've had this program at the downtown YMCA before, but we're trying to bring that to North Georgia. And so what this is for people that either actively have cancer or have been diagnosed with cancer, or have maybe even in remission. It can be any part of that journey. And it's an exercise program to help support people that have that are dealing with that. And so how to get started, it says contact your local YMCA. So John Donahue at YMCA North Georgia
Great guy.
does a great job. If you don't know where that's located, it actually is located in the Fort Oglethorpe United Methodist Church. So on Battlefield Parkway, if you know kind of where Hamrick's is and the Sonic, as you go in that second entrance there by the Sonic, if you kind of go straight back into the left a little bit, that's where the North Georgia YMCA is. And some amazing programs, the Link at the Y, an after-school program for some at-risk youth. The Sheriff's Department is involved in that, and they do a great job.
Do a lot of breakfasts there during the summer and year-round as well.
So anyway, just know that if you have anybody that might be interested, you or yourself or someone else that you might know that may be a cancer survivor, or again actively treating in cancer treatments, this Livestrong program is coming up. I think it's a 12-week exercise program. My understanding is I don't believe there's a charge for it, and I could be wrong about that. But it sounds amazing and a great support structure. So give the North Georgia YMCA a call. I'll be honest, I don't have their phone number, but I'll get that when we come back from a break later. I'll get that for you.
423-877-3517.
There you go. And tell them you're interested in Livestrong at the North Georgia YMCA, and I'm sure you can get all the information there. But I just like the bright yellow shirts as well. What was it?
I'd like one of those.
Who was the cyclist?
We don't talk about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but that's where that came from
Well,
originally.
strong is in his name.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, but that's where the Livestrong program, again, supporting patients and survivors of cancer in a 12-week exercise program, will be available in North Georgia, in Catoosa County. So just check that out. Let's see, what else have we not talked about? Oh, how about this?
This is a big deal. The 2021 annual awards program that goes on. We do a lot of stuff there, and it's also the gala.
Yes.
And the casino night is coming back in 2022.
Exciting.
So it's March the 12th, and between now and January, what's the
Actually, the deadline is this Friday.
This Friday. Oh, gosh.
So that's been out there for about a month already. This is our annual award nomination form. So Business of the Year, we have micro. So basically what chamber members do is they nominate a business. You don't have to know what size of business they are.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, so we'll send out questionnaires, and based on how the business owners answer the questionnaires, we'll put them in the right category, okay? So we do a micro, small, medium, and large Business of the Year.
But just whoever your favorite Business of the Year is, that is a member of the chamber.
Catoosa County Chamber, yep.
You need to nominate them.
Which is another good reason to be a part of the chamber.
Before Friday.
But if you're not a part of the chamber already, that's something to think about for the future. That might be something
Right.
that you aspire to be named as a Business of the Year. So we also have a Nonprofit of the Year
Nonprofit of the Year.
and a New Business of the Year. I was thinking.
Name some of our nonprofits. We've got communities and schools.
You've got Lift. We talked about them briefly. You've got Lionhearts Fitness. You got the Sexual Assault Victims Advocacy Center.
Yeah.
We've got the Lift calendar. I actually got mine in the mail. So
Me too.
if you haven't gotten a Lift calendar, Lift is in Ringgold. It's an after-school program for Catoosa County students, middle and high school. And Tina Pinkston and her crew do an amazing job. They've been open since August, and you're an advisory member of their board. What's the official title?
That's exactly
Okay.
right. I'm on the advisory board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, it's they took an old building that was just kind of sitting there and put a new front on it and a face in it, and inside is just as beautiful as the outside. So I enjoyed getting that calendar in the mail about Lift. Some of the participants, it just is an empowering program for students.
And some of the stuff that's in the calendar, though, when I got it, I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I was told to expect it. This was just a kind of a giving back thing.
Yep.
But I promise you, my eyes watered up a couple of times with the programs that they're offering, just thinking about what it's going to mean to the kids involved.
Sure. Well, they have a leadership team that kind of started before the facility opened. And so, they're empowering those kids to learn to be leaders. I mean, those are life skills right there.
Yeah.
And taking kids that maybe they're not a band student or maybe they're not athletic. They provide some music lessons and some art lessons there. I know.
Photography.
Yeah, just all kinds of things, and just a place for community. I mean, it's a community for the kids. And some may participate with parents, some may not. It just depends on what the circumstances in life are. But they're welcoming to all kids, and it's definitely going to make a difference in our community.
No, I'm absolutely certain that probably in the next 10 years we're going to have a lot of our local government will have been Lift kids, just because they've, learned how to fit in and have prospered, and elevated themselves because of it.
It's a great program. We actually had one of our leads groups. So Tina Pinkston is in the Tuesday morning leads group.
Yeah.
And we had our Christmas over at Lift,
Yeah,
our
you
Christmas
did.
leads group meeting, and it was kind of fun. One of the things that they do with the kids is they have this ball, and there are all kinds of questions on the ball. And wherever somebody throws you, it's an inflatable ball. They throw the ball wherever your right thumb lands is how we played. You have to answer that question. And so, but it's thought-provoking questions. Like one was, "What's the greatest gift anybody ever gave you?" Or
nice.
"What does this such and such mean?" Or anyway, it was fun to kind of do some of the things that they do.
Good stuff.
With the students. As an adult, it was meaningful to us as well. So we enjoyed that, and it's just such a beautiful facility. And there's a pool table, and there's some fun
cool
things to
like
do,
that.
and they have TVs. I mean, the donations. I know Shaw has donated a lot of things. They've had lots of. The actual official title is the Claudia Nance Rollins Lift Youth Center, I believe is the total. Does that sound right? Something like that.
I'll tell you exactly. So we've got the Claudia Nance Rollins Youth Center.
Yep.
And then inside of the calendar, you really ought to ask for one of these, is a story.
Okay.
All right, about why it was important to the family for them to be involved. So, it's more than just a calendar.
It tells a story.
It is a history book,
Yeah.
And it's an exciting planner, and it tells you, all that these kids are going to be able to get involved with and benefit from. So, if you didn't get one, you can.
Yep.
And if you want to get involved, you absolutely can.
Is there a phone number on there?
There is. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
935-LIFT. Area code 706-935-LIFT.
Of course.
It's kind of like 965-REAL.
Real. There you go. That's a catchy thing.
Yeah.
Catchy thing.
We got 706 chamber.
No, we don't have that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that'll work.
Sorry.
All right.
So
Maybe
let me
one day.
mention too, a lot of you may know whether you have a business or not, or you may know somebody with starting a new business or even an established business. If you're not a chamber member, we'd love to have you join us. You know, I'm told all the time, and I take no credit for this because the chamber's been around a long time, and the folks that are in the chamber have committed a lot of hours of, you know, networking and volunteering and everything that make such a great time. But I'm told so time and time again how welcoming the chamber is.
It is.
And how active, and what, you know, in fact, this morning, one of our smaller business, I mean, she's Bobby Waters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she talked to me this morning about how it's just great to have a place that gives you a purpose, you know, something that, you know, she had a business. But she's volunteered in lots of committees. You know, her skills are she does customized baskets.
I've used her so many times.
And I know in your business.
I look forward to, you know, her delivering thank you presents.
Yeah. Well, she delivered one when you sold my sister a house. So, you know, my sister loved everything in it.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
And I didn't even tell her. I said, this is Amy's sister. Take extra care. No, she didn't even tell her.
That's just what she does.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think my sister has ordered something from her since.
There
so
you go. That's what makes the world go around.
But Bobby was just saying this morning what the chamber has meant to her. You know, she's had some back issues, and just being, you know, having something to make her get up and go has helped her physically sometimes. You know, we all need that little push sometimes. And when you've got somebody calling you saying, hey, are you okay? Or, you know, what can I do for you while you've got something else going on? It helps all of us. So, you know, we just invite you to be a part of the chamber. What is the chamber meant? I know you've been in chamber world even before Catoosa County.
That's true.
What has it meant for your business over the years, and kind of what would you say to somebody that's thinking about the chamber? You know, what does the chamber do for you, for your business, I guess is what can somebody expect?
I mean, in my business, everybody expects you to know what's going on in the community. You know, what's happening in this neighborhood, what's happening in the school system, what is going on, you know, with everything. And that is what the chamber is about. I mean, we have a category of everything that's in our community involved in the chamber. You know, if you want to get plugged into your community, wherever you are, I mean, I don't know if this is going to ever make it through into the metaverse, you know, across the entire United States. You don't know. It could go viral. And, you know, wherever you are, you should get involved with your chamber. And literally, chamber membership started for me in the early 1990s.
Okay.
When I was in a different area. I had a job that transferred me to Rome, Georgia, and I was very involved there, where I met Al Hodge, and we became friends because I became involved in that chamber. And when the recession hit and I decided, you know, it was time to come home to the greater Chattanooga area, you know, and I've made Ringgold my home because it grew up better than parts of Chattanooga did. You know, I just decided that Ringgold's where I wanted to be, and Fort Oglethorpe and Catoosa County in general. 5 minutes away from Chattanooga, but a beautiful, beautiful, complete, really in every aspect, community. And the first stop I made was going to see the president of the chamber. And we hit it off immediately, and I became involved immediately, and here we are 12 years later.
12 years later.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, same for me. I grew up in Chattanooga. I think I've mentioned this before, and got married an Army fella, and got married, and, you know, moved away, and for about a dozen years. And when we came back, we of course came to Catoosa County because we had a 3.5-year-old at the time, and for the schools, you know, because we knew he'd be going to public schools.
Sure.
soon.
A lot of people come here for the schools.
They do. And but I was in sales at that time, and so I worked in Chattanooga, but lived in Ringgold, and so I was the chamber ambassador.
A lot of people do that.
I found my little name tag not too long ago where I was the chamber ambassador. So I've been on both sides.
Was that kind of the first way you got involved, was being an ambassador?
Yeah.
And that's a great way to start. It really is.
Yeah, our chamber ambassadors, I put it in my little note in the annual report, they're second to none. I'll just be honest, hands down.
I've repeated that.
So
did you tell me to say that a couple weeks ago? Because I have repeated that many times.
Or maybe I got it from you, I don't know. No, our chamber ambassadors, I always say that they're kind of the welcoming arm of the chamber, and they They do an amazing job just inviting people in and helping to understand what's important to them, and then spreading the information out about their businesses. So a lot of them do participate in the leads groups as well, but you don't have to. The ambassadors is a little bit easier in that you can kind of pick and choose. The leads groups, we're asking you to be committed to that day, that time, every week.
Attend.
Ambassadors, we've got some that, their business may be in Ringgold, so they only do Ringgold things. Fort Oglethorpe businesses may only do Fort Oglethorpe, events as far as ribbon cuttings and things like that. Then some of the outside salespeople, they kind of pick and choose how it works into their day. So, if they have time in the afternoons, they might come to afternoon events, but they can't come to a morning. So that's what I tell people. The chamber has so many different things. We know you can't do all of them. That's not really the goal. The goal is to have enough different events and provide meaningful, not just waste your time events, but meaningful networking opportunities to help you grow your business.
Well, when somebody joins the chamber, all right, brand new business, they meet Debbie, who's the membership coordinator. All right, they are going to get what? A ribbon cutting, advertising. Tell a little bit about that, and then the ambassadors come.
Yeah. So that's something that as a new chamber member, and again, you can be an established business or just new to the chamber, or you can be a brand new business, whichever circumstance. But we'll arrange a good time for you to have a chamber ribbon cutting, and we invite our local elected officials for that area, as well as the chamber ambassadors. And you'll have a good group of people there to come and learn about your business. And the cool thing about it, so I tell people, you want these ambassadors to learn about your business because they go out and they talk. It's like getting advertising for free, because they're out and about and they're going to tell you. They're going to tell people to stop by Magnolia Pharmacy, because that's a new pharmacy on Battlefield Parkway, which, by the way, sometimes has the rapid COVID tests lately available. And some people need those, unfortunately.
And don't they have
They have ice cream. They have Mayfield ice cream, and they make cold coffee drinks, and they have a drive-through. Did you know that?
Sure.
So you pull around the back of the building, and you don't even have to get out of your car. They have a gift shop with some items inside as well. Their pharmacy, I've had many chamber members tell me that they've transferred their pharmacy prescriptions over to Magnolia Pharmacy, which is located kind of by CHI Memorial on the Parkway down there.
So if you're going to visit somebody at CHI Memorial, stop into Magnolia and pick up a nice gift and go see them.
So we had a huge ribbon cutting at Fix Boutique. I love Fix Beauty and Boutique. It's behind Pray Chiropractic off of Battlefield Parkway.
Fix is spelled Phix.
It is. And I count that as a Catoosa County win, because they were actually located in Tennessee, and they came back home, back to across the Georgia line.
So that's a win for Georgia?
That's a win for Georgia.
We got to work it in here. Go Dogs.
So don't look at my shirt. I didn't know. I wasn't thinking.
I didn't say anything.
I know, but it makes me nervous.
I didn't say anything. She's wearing houndstooth.
I got the houndstooth on today.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can we have some red in here?
I didn't plan that here. Yeah. Here's some Skittles. How about that? Does that count?
There we go. That actually is a big UGA. Go Dogs.
So, but that's what the chamber ambassadors do. They come, they learn about the business, they support that business. So, that's what we ask is when we talk about shop local first. We understand that you're probably 100% of the time not going to find everything in our county. But before you hit the click on Amazon Prime, think about that it might be here, and it makes a difference. Your purchasing dollars
probably is here.
Make a difference. And so that's what we just ask you to shop local first. To try to support, and people do. You do a great job. Obviously, our businesses are doing well in difficult times. But to share that chamber or that Facebook post when we put out Member of the Week, if you see it, share it. Tell your friends about that business. That helps so much, and it provides advertising. To these smaller businesses that don't have a large advertising budget.
One of the things that I have been so impressed with our chamber, we all have different events and meetings that take place. The ladies at the chamber in this last couple of years have found so many creative ways to make each event mean more. Not just raise the bar and make them better. You've always done that,
right.
But to mean more to the other folks around that event or that are involved in that event. For instance, the last State of the Communities address, the State of the County, State of the City of Fort Oglethorpe, and the City of Ringgold. The City of Ringgold manager, the City of Fort Oglethorpe manager, and the new County Commission manager, not the county commission chairman, the county manager, Mark Vaughn. When we had those presentations from each one of those folks at the depot, following that, we did a shop local downtown Ringgold walk, and we went to each one of the businesses after that, and we must have promoted it a dozen times during the meeting, and it was, I don't know if you've been in the depot or not, but it was packed. And we did a stocking full of love pickup while we were in there.
Yeah, and I took all those toys over to the sheriff's department after the event, and they were in checks, different chamber member businesses.
I forgot to put mine in the box.
Gave
I carried
checks.
it over there.
And and I think we've decided, so normally we do the state of the county and cities in November, but we pretty much have taken a check, and we're going to keep that the way it was.
I liked it. I really liked it a lot. I liked using that stage and having everybody up there, and it was just a very festive kind of thing. And it was good timing to the end of the year to kind of talk about everything that occurred that year and what's going to happen the following year.
And so that's something that, we're really blessed about too. Our local elected officials, oh my gosh, they're County Commissioner Stephen Henry, you talked about City Manager Molly Hune for Fort Oglethorpe and Mark Vaughn for City of Ringgold. I mean, they did a great job that day. You did a great job. You had everything going.
I had fun.
And so,
I always had fun.
It's just
I'm even
nice,
having fun doing this.
It's nice to be in a room with the people who make decisions for your community and to be able to have input one-on-one. I mean, you can walk up to any of them and they will be receptive of what you have to say.
That's a fact.
And so we do the same thing. It'll be in April. We'll have our state, once they get out of session, we'll have State of the State. We'll have Senator Jeff Mullis and Representative Dwayne Hill and Steve Tarbin come talk at a chamber luncheon. We do that every year. And, I talk to other, quite frankly, chamber presidents and other communities. They don't have that access that we do, that we enjoy of having our elected officials be so open and available to us to share ideas and to get an idea of if we have things that we're trying to accomplish, to get them involved and be a part of that solution. So.
I misspoke a minute ago. It wasn't county manager, because the county manager is now Dan Wright.
That's right.
Dan Wright's going to speak next time as county manager. City manager of Ringgold is Mark Vaughn, and city manager of Fort Oglethorpe is Molly Hune.
Correct.
And I didn't mess it up then. And I didn't want to mess it up today either. So credit where credit is due. Stephen Henry, as county commission chair, did speak. And I left him out a second ago. I stumbled over it. So, Mr. Henry, please forgive me.
It's all good. So anyway, it was I agree. I really liked the shop local breakfast is what we called it.
It was great.
The committee has plans to kind of grow that again and work more with the shop. The shopkeepers want us to do like we did 2 years ago, do the baskets and all that. So we're going to do that again in 2022. So. One thing that we haven't talked about, I don't have a specific date, we're working on that. So in the chamber, just like we have the board of directors, which we have a 20-member board, you and I are included on that. We do a lot of things by committee. So y'all have met Debbie Hughes, who's been on this Catoosa Connects show several times and done a great job. And then we've got Bobby Daniels was on here last week with me doing our public relations and communications. And then we have Shirley Watts, who is our bookkeeper, and then we've got Mary Dunlap, who's our receptionist, and she also does tourism because we are a regional visitors information center in the chamber as well. So there's no way that the five of us, 2 full-time and 3 part-time, can do all that the chamber does.
No, there's a lot of volunteerism.
Absolutely. And so our committee, so we had our gala committee meeting today. So we're looking forward to that again on March the 12th, and the annual awards are a part of that. So we do need nominations by Friday on that.
Friday.
One of the things I don't think we did mention, the Citizen of the Year is a nominating category that you don't have to be a chamber member to win Citizen of the Year. So we're looking forward. That's always a fun one. That's always a good one to see who's out there doing what they just do naturally and notice that. So those nominations are coming in.
Based on services and benefits rendered to other people and the community at large, and should be outside of the scope of their employment. We also left out new business of the year. So we've got business of the year, brand new business of the year. They've been in business 1 to 2 years. We mentioned nonprofit, citizen of the year, and last but not least, maybe the biggest, the Hall of Fame. So to show appreciation for somebody that has been involved for at least 15 years in Catoosa County, achieved extraordinary success in their business or profession, and helped out in the community. Exemplary community service.
Yeah. So those are, we're looking forward to the nominations, and there's a process to select the winners, and then those will be presented on March the 12th at the gala. So, and we are bringing back the casino table. So if you hear about Catoosa Gala and Casino Night, just know that it is play money.
Yeah.
It is not real gambling.
It's all legal.
Yeah, and we do it for the prizes, or the door prizes. Or
Sheriff
baskets.
Sisk is involved.
Yes. In fact, he and Meredith are attendees. They sometimes are the winners. But we have a good time at that. It's just a great time, again, to celebrate business in Catoosa County. We get to dress up a little bit. Of course, it's local, so you don't have to drive far to get to the colonnade. But if that's something you're interested in knowing more about, you can call the Chamber, 706-965-5201, and we'd be glad to answer any questions about that.
You need a catchier phone number.
I know. We're working on it, right? We're working on it. The one thing that I was going to mention, another thing that we have is the Catoosa Women's Network Luncheon. So those are quarterly luncheons. We held those last year at Gateway Business Center, and Kathleen Combs did a great job, especially the Christmas one. We decorated, had it all with a big Christmas tree, and we had an ugly Christmas sweater competition.
That was a huge turnout.
Yeah.
Huge turnout.
And it was just great. We, especially earlier in the year, we kept everybody, we put fewer people to a table and kept people separated a little bit further apart. But it was just a great time of networking, and that's when you do not have to be a chamber member to attend.
But you do have to be a lady.
Well, I'll be honest, we had a few guys.
I've never gotten an invite to that.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
See, it's the Women's Network Luncheon.
Catoosa Women's Network Luncheon.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of people that come out of Chattanooga that come to join us for that, and we just love that, and from Dalton. So just know that that's coming. The committee is actually meeting on the 20th, I believe, to plan the agenda for this year. It's a quarterly meeting now. So we'll have 4 of those in 2022. So we'll have more information about that coming to you soon, what the programs will look like and the speakers, and more information about how to sign up for those. One of the things we haven't talked about yet is our tourism partner of the month. So I actually saw Katina Williams this morning. It's Chasing Down Daydreams Travel. Katina does a great job. I talked about her last week when Bobby was on. She planned our New York City trip in 2018, and it was spot on, perfect.
Great.
I'd never been to New York before, and I didn't think I ever I just kind of wanted to check the box and say I'd been there. And while I was there, I was like, okay, when do I get to come back? And then of course COVID hit, and I haven't gotten to go. So that's a goal again. But Katina did a great job. She does specialize in Disney travel. So she knows a lot about that and gets to go to we're always envious of her, of the places she gets to go in Disney first. But she does sandals travel. She can plan anything for you. And you can find Katina, again, Chasing Down Daydreams Travel. You can find her on Facebook, either under her name or under the business name, or you can reach her at 423-316-5403 or at CDD, Chasing Down Daydreams, travel.com, cddtravel.com.
Very good.
And Katina, again, I mentioned it last, her thing is her toe cam. So wherever she is, whatever tropical resort or poolside she is at, she takes a picture of her toes with the beach and the sand in the background, and it makes you want to be there. And so I think that's a good, it's like her keychain. It's her toes.
Very good.
So we're proud to have Katina as part of our chamber. Again, a small business. It's just her. She does have a few other travel agents that work, with her, but and of course she took a big hit. Her business took a big hit in COVID times.
The old travel industry had a difficult time the last couple of years.
Was talking to her today. She's going to come on next Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock.
I'll tell her what to expect.
There you go. And we might take some phone calls next Monday if she's got, she might be able to answer some of your travel questions. So we'll work on that for next Monday.
Is there anything in the chamber happenings we need to talk about?
So the chamber happenings, if you haven't seen this, a lot of people get this on their driveway. It comes every Wednesday from the Times Free Press. So
in the community news.
Yes. So absolutely. So it looks like this, and then in the center of it is on the last Wednesday of each month.
The last Wednesday of the month.
So we have the chamber happening. So this is a good way. I have a lot of people tell me, I see your picture in the paper all the time. I'm like, well, I'm doing my job, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Exactly. It's not that I like having a picture made. I'm going to be honest with you. But it's a great way to, again, just like the UCTV, the Good News Magazine, our media sponsors are second to none also. I mean, they really support our local businesses and quite frankly do this all for no charge to the chamber. So we are able to provide this as a service through our media sponsors. So again, UCTV, Jody, when she called me back in October and said, what do you think? I'm like, I'm very uncomfortable with it, but yes, absolutely, thank you very much, and tell me how I do that. So we just want to support our local businesses, and I know you do too, and so, that's how we grow our community, that's how we all do. I personally love to be able to shop up and down Battlefield Parkway and in Ringgold and not have to go north or south. I like to do it right here. So, keep shopping local. Again, shop local first, and help the chamber. Help these businesses and keep those. Share information on Facebook. If you've had a great experience, especially at a restaurant lately, if you've had a great experience, write them a positive review.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know for your business that has to be a good thing when one of your clients write you a review on Google or whatever.
Oh, it's incredible, yeah.
That's worth a lot of money right there to you, more than money itself. I mean, that word of mouth, because it only takes one bad review, right?
Sure.
So we don't want those, but if you've got something positive to say, then that means a lot to a small business.
Well, you asked me earlier, how I, picked this name, and I don't think I actually answered it.
Okay.
I found out years and years ago the most important part of this business is the thank you when you're done.
Yeah.
And then I realized that realty, the word realty, is an acronym. Real agents love thank yous. So that's how they came about.
There you go. Well, so I just, again, it's been a great year, 2021. It's hard to believe it's over. We're going to celebrate a little bit on Thursday, and
look forward to that.
And you don't get to get away from us, though. You've got another year at least on the board, and then we appreciate that.
Not even going to try to get away. Yeah, just looking for a new thing. I think I want to be an ambassador.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's always room at that table.
I think I want to be an ambassador.
So we were at last week. So the ambassadors, just for your information, they always have a meeting the first Thursday at lunch. So because we want to support businesses, so we go to a chamber area restaurant, and we were at Park Place. And of course, they've got a great meeting space. We're going to Jefferson's, I will say, in February, and I think do their ribbon cutting that day. So that'd be a great time to be there.
Yeah, sure
and
would.
It'd be right in your backyard.
I won't mark my calendar right now,
Okay.
but be sure that I do.
So, and by the way, Jefferson's also, we talked about them being the restaurant of the month, but they also have a meeting space. They have a room that I'm told will hold 40.
I've heard about that, but I haven't seen it
It's
yet.
there as you
we
come
got
in
to do that.
Yeah, as you come in the door, you go left, and that's where the meeting room is, down at the end of the hall. And so the ambassadors will be in that meeting space the first Thursday in February.
Well, I knew the building looked big enough, but I didn't know that's where it was.
Yep. So
we got a sign from William just
we'll
a
be
second ago.
in Jefferson's. William saying, "We're done today. Y'all talked enough."
He's like, wrap it up.
So again, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you too.
Absolutely.
For all you do.
And y'all can join us next week on Catoosa Connects.